that couldn't hear us. If you guys come back on, please let us know if you can hear us. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think we fixed it. So just give us a heads up and let us know if you guys can hear us on the live. We send out the links now. But what was that question again, Ryan? I'm doing that.
uh, the question was, if I tell you a duck could pull a truck,
I would say you're lying.
my bad. I was watching I was watching Martin earlier.
And Antonio said we're
Nah, the
good now.
question.
Thanks, Antonio. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a phone call. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know we was on the phone.
Yo, you know what the crazy thing is? We was on the phone the whole time when I was setting this up. So, duh, stupid ass. My bad.
Damn.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
All right, so much for my. Anyway, gonna pick up where we left off. Um, would you? Nah, the question was, would you add people to the R&G podcast?
Oh, it depends on first of all the topic we talking about. I mean, if we're talking about a topic that I would feel or you would feel that um whether it's a female or a man or both man and female, whatever the case may be, um can be able to contribute to a conversation that we're having or to the show that we're having. Yeah, but a permanent mainstay, I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. And then when you say that, I automatically think about the Breakfast Club. I think about Jess Hilarious and what's her name? What's the other girl name?
Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren. I think about that automatically, man. But I don't know. It definitely be
Shit.
ever does come up, somebody will on a mainstay type thing. But
And to be honest, no, I don't have nobody in mind. Nah,
about to say, bro, you about to leave the franchise? You about to bounce? You about to leave her, brother?
never. I seen podcasts do that. You know what's funny when podcasts do that? When money get involved.
Oh yeah.
Well, $1 million worth of game. I happened with Joe Budden, and I think it happened with Math. My expert opinion, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I saw. Three black podcasts, and yeah, man. Yo, G, you good? You frozen?
I'm back. Nah, nah, nah. I'm just trying to send the links out, man. I was surfing just
Nah,
now.
cause I said something. You was like this.
No, I heard you. I
Say
heard you.
yo,
I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. I heard you.
yo,
I heard you.
man.
Oh, all right. So
Loose.
Antonio's typing in here real quick. He said, "Let's talk about your boy LeBron James. Is he ready to retire?" Listen, his hairline been ready to retire, so I don't know about him
Damn,
personally.
G.
But
Damn,
anyway,
bro. Hey, dog. LeBron better stop fronting and do. LeBron better stop fronting and do what we did. Am I lying?
ain't nothing wrong with a bald head. Females love it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm saying.
Along with the salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
And
mean?
it's low. What is he holding on to? It's low enough. What is he holding on to?
I don't know. You gotta ask him and Garnett, not Garnett. What's his name? From the Suns. What's his name? KG Durant, Kevin Durant. I had to think of his name for a second. I'm sorry. Okay, no, Kevin Durant. Oh man. Tony was like, nah, adding someone wouldn't be bad. Nah, it definitely wouldn't be bad. In a girl's perspective, it's definitely much needed for certain things that we speak on because I mean we never put ourselves as relationship experts. You know what I'm saying? We just give our opinions and shit like that. But having a female's opinionated you know opinions, I should say, would definitely set the tone for certain other kind of conversations that we have. Which, hey, and this is what I spoke with Ron about. We got a friend that would fit perfectly into that. She's very opinionated. She always has a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? And don't do that.
My
Don't do
bad.
that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Go you
Like
don't
Cara.
play your brother, man. Don't play me, man. But I'm just saying, like, she would definitely play the role perfectly with us, because we do talk about the relationship stuff, and kind of get into that. And but having a variety of different opinions about certain things we speak on would definitely add a lot of perspective, as you said, Antonio, and also add a lot of excitement in conversations and stuff like that. He said Ron must know something. He ran away. He came back. Man, Ron about to get some sweet chin music.
Yeah, what Pop say? Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody.
That why I gotta get sweet chin music, dog?
So leave me out here on the island by myself, like I'm talking. You know what I mean? About some juicy shit, and I
All I did was
wasn't.
make a face.
And then did this.
All I did was make a face. It's
You
like when
might as
Shaq.
well.
It's like
You
when
might
Shaq
as
ate.
well. You might as well just did this.
I did. I just went to the side.
She just disappeared.
I
Period.
made I made a I made a face like when Shaq ate that hot chip.
Yeah, Shaq when he
Remember that?
did that.
Huh?
Shaq was a fool when he did that.
He said, "I'm not making a face." Yeah, you made a face, dog.
Crazy,
Uh, man.
crazy.
No, yo, Aunt, I don't know nothing, bro. Mind my business. You know what I'm saying?
Now we don't know what she's
Oh,
doing, bro.
let me answer that question. I wouldn't add somebody per se, but I wouldn't be mad at a reoccurring as somebody as a reoccurring guest. You know what I mean? Somebody that if the chemistry hits, then like yeah, we good to go.
Right.
But I wouldn't do nothing like R&G podcast and friends because that sounds corny as hell in my opinion. Um,
Aren't we all friends though?
yeah, but like and friends, no, that's not necessary. I'd rather we just say it and
Why,
don't
why,
put it in the
why, why,
title.
why you guys say it like that, so emphatically, like, you know what I mean? Like you got mad at something.
What I'm saying is, you know what I mean?
Don't break the screen.
Here's God. See, first he compared me to a gorilla.
Nah, I ain't compared you to a gorilla, bruh.
That was on the part y'all didn't see because we had to re-record. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Now
nah,
I'm just
nah.
talking
That,
shit.
that, that we was talking. Man, come on, man. Look, you always trying to play somebody, man. Yeah,
I
we
do.
was
That's what
talking
I
about we was
do.
talking about 100 men versus a gorilla. One single gorilla.
Hello? Yo, G, say something. I can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you because I had a phone call
Oh,
coming in.
oh,
Doing the podcast on my phone, guys.
that's regular stuff. He got a phone call. He's sharing a podcast. I'm thinking of technical difficulties, and it's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's really not.
So go ahead and speak while I get this out real quick. I'm just
Um, not the. I'm off the gorilla conversation, but we had a conversation. Gorilla versus 100 dudes. No, what I will speak on it since I missed that part. My thing is this because I told G that's not a conversation that is that either you saw something or you was high and drunk or thought of some random shit. Nobody just thinks about a gorilla fighting 100 people, in my opinion. And the gorilla wins because think about it. Once the gorilla manhandles the first 5, 6 people, who's gonna be the next line to go up? to battle him. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. There's no debate. I'm not debating nothing. People think like 100 people just gonna pounce on the gorilla. You know what I mean? Let's say you pounce on the gorilla and the gorilla got a hold of like 2 people and he's breaking bones. You think the ones that's pouncing on him gonna stay hitting them? They gonna run. I'm not participating in that. I'm
Right.
leaving. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
Oh, you're definitely gonna lose. I hands down is this really was a stupid discussion to have. Um,
Thank you.
I really don't understand why it was on my feed the way it was all freaking week. I don't know. I don't know. It was just stupid. I did touch on it a little bit yesterday, last night, and it's and yo, I kept saying, I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna talk about this because it makes no sense to talk about this. It makes absolutely no sense to talk about it. But what happens when you see something all the time? It's just kind of puts you in that position to, like, you know what, I gotta say something. So
I thought it was fun. I saw the when you was talking about it before in the live, caught some of it, and I was like, yo, let me put my 2 cents on it when we do the podcast together, and it's just something funny to talk about. You know what I mean? Like
funny.
100 dudes. Exactly. Louis said, and a gorilla's strength is 20 times more powerful than a human beings combined. Yeah, ragdoll. Come on, man. They're not a gorilla. Come on, bro. Stop it. But as far as that's the gorilla conversation. Is just to close out on the adding somebody to the podcast. I would, if like up if they came on, right, and the chemistry was dope. I think we would invite them back. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, yeah.
But it's and that's a responsibility because it's a scheduling issue. They schedule might not line up with ours. That's why I say reoccurring. Like if they came on today, they might come back like weeks later, if possible.
Right,
So yeah.
right, right.
But but like adding somebody permanently, no, no,
Okay.
no, no.
Yeah, but like I said, it definitely has to make sense, with the whatever topics, you know, that we're speaking on, because once again, we're not claiming to be experts on anything that we're saying. It's just our opinions. Like everything on this podcast is opinionated, fun, laughter, all types of great emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all we're trying to get out of this. I mean, but you know, we might have a guest here or two, here or there, maybe throughout the week. I don't know. Well, if we do, we'll announce it. We'll let you guys know, so that way you guys can jump in and or jump on and watch the show. But other than that, yeah, it's the R&G podcast. I mean, not the R&GG podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, GG. All right, that was whack. I'm just saying enough.
Imagine adding more letters just because somebody else came on. They're like, nah, come on, bro. What we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Lou is back. Coach Lou. Yeah, I hear you now. Damn, sucks for whoever that is. I think he responded to the gorilla conversation.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Lou, we never hung up on the phone. That's why y'all couldn't hear us. We were still connected on the phone call, but was able to figure it out. Yeah. So Ron's fault.
it always is. They even blame me at work. It's all good. Anyway,
Yeah, I
oh, let me
know.
get your opinion on. Let me get your opinion on something that's been beat to death. Um, because they said they're gonna come out with it, right? I think we had a conversation vaguely in the group chat last Friday. What's your thoughts, pimping?
Last Friday. Last Friday, what happened last Friday?
No, the movie.
Oh, you talking about the Cube movie, Ice Cube movie? What about it?
That sums that up.
I
And now
mean,
the weather.
yeah, they're supposed to remake it, but you're missing so many characters that won't be in the movie. That's gonna suck. Um,
You ain't
I
got pops. You ain't got pops.
but I don't know how you would replace even what's his name damn Debo, like he dead now, he's gone, so it's like how you gonna replace that? How you gonna
Can't.
replace pops? I don't know. Right? Yeah, I know they already started filming, but why? Why? Like
Like,
I don't know.
exactly.
Like
Look, not
so basically, is this gonna be the uh the Friday where uh um Day has kids, and I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like
what they gonna do? Like get money that they gonna turn into strippers and get money from it. And well, look what Coach Lou said. There's no reason for Kevin Hart to be in it. I think that's where they going. I ain't gonna lie to you.
what Kevin Hart gonna be though? The family dog, or like what he gonna
Nah,
be?
they gonna try to make this ride along four.
What, he gonna be a stunt double or something oh man, yo, but I don't know, man. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's one movie
I
I would
said,
say that's no look, listen. That's one movie I would say to just leave alone. That's serious.
especially now because I ain't gonna front. Friday is a classic. Friday after next. You know how long it took me to like the movie? That I was like, all right, Mike Epps, he did, he. You know what I mean? He was funny. Then no, next Friday, Mike Epps was funny. Then Friday after next, which is it's dope. It's a funny movie. But what we doing this time around? You feel me?
A bunch of nothing, bro. A bunch of
Like
nothing. I mean, listen. The storyline in my head is going to be trash.
in my head, I think they're going to Coming to America 2 this movie.
I actually like Coming to America too. I liked it. I liked it.
Another story,
No, no.
another topic for another day.
I actually liked it, and I actually liked the Bad Boys movie too, which you thought was gonna bomb, and it didn't. Ah.
I did. I didn't see the last one. I ain't like the third one.
Yeah,
I ain't see the
yeah.
last one. Though. I did not see the last one. I ain't like the third
Last
one
one was
though. Bad
fire,
Boys
man.
3.
Last one was fire. I liked it.
Last one, okay.
I liked it. I liked it. And like I said, I like Coming to America too. Um,
I didn't like it. I think they could have did something else with all that talent in the movie.
like what?
Made a great movie.
Doing what?
That's up to them. Made a great comedy. You see all the
Okay,
people in the
so
movie.
if you're gonna critique it, at least give your opinion about what they could have did.
Bro, I'm talking about make a great comedy that has nothing to do with Coming to America. What what else can be said?
Yeah.
The Coming to America 2 wasn't necessary.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, you people can't handle critiques, man. Coming to America 2 wasn't necessary.
It to me it was funny. I liked it.
All right, we got our own opinions.
True. True. No peer pressure. I mean you didn't like it. But I mean to me it was funny. To me it was funny. It was
I
trash
think
line, I
Leslie
feel you.
I think Leslie Jones might have been the funniest person in that movie.
Huh?
I think Leslie Jones might have been the funniest person in that movie.
Mm, I would say that. Definitely would say that. But it was still funny.
Terrible. Terrible.
I like the movie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like the
That
movie, man.
That movie has no replay value whatsoever. Terrible.
Damn, all right, man. Terrible. I get you. What other remake you didn't like, yo? What's the other remake that you thought was whack?
A remake? I don't know. Could I offhand? Can I name any remakes? Name some.
What about the Fast and Furious series? You think it's too much?
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah,
You said Fast and Furious?
Ron is by Teterboro Airport right now. He's about to take off.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way to Costa Rica.
Now
Now,
the
what movie you said?
The Fast and Furious series.
I started watching that for a couple.
Where do you think they should have stopped at? Y'all remember we got into a really big debate about this
No, no,
at
no.
one
I
point.
didn't. Ant did, and K did. Yes.
That shit was hilarious, man. That shit was funny. That
I
shit was
don't know what
funny.
he should have stopped at. Like, I like the people mad at the Rock. I like the one the Rock. Like Fast Five. I like Fast Five.
Hey, yo, guys, if you can, so this way
The end that shit.
I don't keep on freezing every time I step out. Please share it. But uh, Antonio said from racing for money and respect to doing heist, to do a heist job. Fuck out of here.
And since I'm a critic, the fight scenes wasn't believable.
It was
What's his name? Jason Statham.
it was WWE ish.
They were slamming each other in the concrete and nobody got hurt. Stop playing, dog.
Lou said
Come on,
too
man.
many, and it went away from racing to help the feds. Like how you going from the outlaws to the law? That's true. Yeah, I get that. I get that. All right, so I'm gonna throw another series out there. The Child's Play series.
Child's play.
Child's Play.
Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky. Child's Play.
I don't remember the last time I saw Child's play. The last one I saw was one of the last one that was out.
I mean, I think the first two was dope, man, but it kind of gets a little corny. Like horror movies are, I think horror movies should be one and done in a way. You know what I mean? Like how many Scream movies are out?
They came out with I think they came out with one more, but I think the name it wasn't like Scream. It didn't have a number like Scream 6 or 7. I think it was just Scream.
Yeah, but it's like you're
I
expecting still the same shit though with these Scream movies, right?
didn't care. I didn't care for that much neither, honestly.
Right. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Same thing with what, but the only ones that well, the only one in my mind that I can really say that I can never get tired of is Home Alone. All of them were funny as hell to me, yo. I can't get tired of them,
Yeah.
yo. For real.
You know what's crazy? I never heard the phrase "Yo, Home Alone" was whack.
Nah, ever, ever. That's forever a Christmas classic, yo. You can put that shit on repeat. You know what I mean? Like for real. And even the Freddy Krueger movies, man. Like I mean, I say this all the time. And I'm gonna keep on saying it. Our generation from where we grew up from the 80s and the 90s is the best decades ever, yo. With movies, with music,
Yeah.
with fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the best ever. Nobody can top the 90s and the 80s. Like we were born in greatness, man. We're greatness. These millennial kids don't know that shit. We're greatness, yo. These millennial kids are pain in the ass. You know what I mean? I gotta go on Google just to find out what the hell my kids are saying. Shit, like,
Oh,
what he
yo,
say?
dog. Yo, that could be another assignment. We could both do our homework and come up with at least 5 movies that was trash. Y'all gonna be mad at me.
What you think about the Die Hard series?
Die Hard. Die Hard was dope. It
Die
was
Hard was dope.
Yeah, Die Hard was dope. I ain't
Die
mad at
Hard
Die
was dope.
Hard.
Die Hard was dope, and so was Lethal Weapon, bro. Uh oh.
Was that the one? Was that the one Chris Rock was in?
He was in, I think, in Lethal Weapon 3 or 4. One of those two.
Yeah, he wasn't funny in that movie. I'm like, eh.
Well, he didn't really have much of a comedic role. You know what? He was like Kevin Hart in that movie. Like Right Along. That's basically what the hell he was.
Okay, so anytime you say anybody like Kevin Hart, it's understood. They're not supposed to be funny.
Well, Chris Rock is definitely more funnier than fucking Kevin Hart. Hands
Oh yeah,
down.
Chris. I think I could watch Bigger and Blacker and Bring the Pain right now
Right. Right.
from Chris Rock. Yeah.
Right. I We got a lot of comments in here. Trying to keep up. Trying to keep up. Um so Antonio said they make them look like superheroes.
They do.
And
Just because they brolic and got muscles.
yeah. Yep. Um Coach Lou says fight scene definitely felt like NFL Blitz. Which was
Yeah,
a
that's
fire.
funny.
That game was fire too back in the day, bro. Yo, come on now. NFL Blitz. Fire. Damn, Ron. Never
Uh,
mind. Never mind, Ron. Never mind, Ron. Oh man. Lou also says horror movies for me should be two max. Okay. I get that. I'll say that too. Um Antonio says the last one they made that Chucky looked like a toy and didn't look scary was trash. Yo, I remember that shit, yo. He's right. He didn't look like he didn't look scary. That shit looked
he looked like
trash
he
as
had a make.
hell.
He looked like he had a makeover.
For real. Shit was whack,
I'm
man.
like, come on, I'm call you Charles. Chucky nigga.
Charles.
You ain't Chucky. Fuck out of here.
Oh man, this nigga stupid. He
Oh,
said
he right about.
Charles.
He said also. Coach Luke said also. Final Destination.
You know, I never really got into the Final Destination shit, man.
It was cool when it came out. The only thing about it is, it's just like there's no ghosts. There's no. It's just like it's just like shit that happens.
Yeah,
Something. It just happens to happen.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, and after a while, you be like, okay. I'm telling you, they run out of ideas.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
run out of ideas.
Pretty much. Antonio said the classic was never whack. Both of them.
I think so. Was it Home Alone? I think that comment came out during Home Alone. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ant. I could be wrong.
Say that again.
I think Ant was talking about the Home Alone. Said the classic was never whack.
Yeah, yeah, that's all along. That's all along. Coach Lou said Jason versus Freddy was too much. Yeah, it kind of got corny, man. Yeah, I agree. That shit got corny. It did get to be too much. It then in one of the movies where they became teammates or friends or some shit like that. They became cool.
No, I think that was Jason and Freddy, but I think like they were both killing people, but neither one of them can get hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you saw what Freddie was doing to Jason, bouncing him off pipes and throwing him against walls. He just stood back up like, all right, that's all you got.
Yeah, yeah. And then Antonio also said we had the best in those years. Yeah, the 80s and the 90s, man, were the best, man. I mean, yo, you can't tell me that the 80s and the 90s wasn't the best years, yo. Nobody can ever tell me that shit. You can't.
Uh, he said they took the Charles story out of that last Chucky movie.
Yo, take the mic real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. Weapon, both classic. Shanna B. What up, Shan? I remember you from last week. Final Destination taught me not to drive behind trucks with logs on them. Yeah, that's crazy. That's when they got stuck in the drive-through, right? I could be wrong. I remember like bits and parts of the movie. I remember all of them. Ant said it should have been Jason versus Michael Myers. That'd been dope. Only thing about that is Jason and Freddy is like they can't get hurt. I think Michael Myers, they made Michael Myers like because Michael Myers had no story where he was like immortal. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie though. I might be a hip. I ain't no hypocrite. I ain't gonna lie though. When Michael Myers was out, I think Michael Myers had the best theme music for horror movies. Like when that Michael Myers music hit, you already know what time it was. You know what time it was. You know what I mean? And then all the movies do the same thing. The girl start running, then she falls. Michael Myers like 100 yards away from her. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I get it. You know what I mean? Um, see, answer Jason and Freddy didn't make sense. I think they compared them because, like I said, they was both, we can't die. You know what I mean? I think Jason chopped Freddy's head off. Freddy's head is talking. Jason's carrying his head, and his head is talking. You know what I mean? So
So
I don't know, man. Man, horror movies is. Hold on, let me see. Coach Lou.
okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Michael Myers definitely had the best music. My eyes open wide when I'd hear it. Yeah, I was saying when you wasn't here, Michael Myers had the best music for a horror movie. When that music hit, oh man, Halloween. So I ain't mad at you. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shannon B said, "I talked to the screen. You fit to die." Yeah, man. And you know what's funny? Speaking of horror movies, right?
Right.
I was watching it. You watch like a preview will pop up on the screen, and I think the name of the movie was "A Lady in the Yard." No, mine it's a black family with some ghost black lady in the yard. I don't know how it happens. No lie, the preview was like 7 seconds.
You said the preview?
The preview of the movie. Like, nobody knows the backstory or nothing. I told you, boy, they run out of ideas. Everybody's a ghost. The kids is possessed. You know what I mean? Monsters is coming. It's come on, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
They say, yeah, but Michael Myers escaped death in a lot of movies. Yeah, I put that on the people that try to kill him. These people had guns and pistols and stuff. What's wrong with a headshot? Come on, man. They hit this dude with shotguns. Come on, bro. He did it. He did escape. Oh, I didn't see it yet neither, and I just heard about it. I didn't see that movie. There's no backstory to it. It was just like, eh. Actually, I heard Sinners with Michael B. Jordan was great. I ain't hear no nothing bad about it.
Yeah, I heard good
I heard
things
that
about
movie
it
was real
too.
good.
I heard good things about it too. Definitely. Definitely. Damn.
You know what I mean?
Taking trips down memory lane, man. Yeah, ain't nothing like it, man. I wish I could get the '90s
Yeah,
back,
man.
yo. I wish we can go back to the '90s, man. For real.
ASAP. Because you know what happened? Everybody be outside.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Got no choice.
You know what I mean? Like, and that was the best. We was active too. Your parents told you leave the house. It's nice outside. Get outside. Then they'll look outside and say, look who outside. You know what I'm saying? Your friends outside. Go play with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
so
Technology took over, man. It really took over for the worst, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like the technology that we have and how far advanced technology has come, but it's also been very detrimental to our kids, yo, in a lot of ways. Our kids pick up a lot of things that you know they shouldn't be picking up. They shouldn't be trying to do, and it's very brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? Like it really takes like technology takes over these kids' brain for real. It's scary, yo. This generation is
Yeah.
scary. It's scary, scary,
So
scary. Shannon says, a woman in the yard is basically a spirit that's messing with the new owners. That's what I got from the summary.
yeah, me too. All 7 seconds of it. I got that too.
Yeah, yeah. And she said, "Yeah, technology sucks. At least, with dial-up, you know what you're getting into." Yo, that's the crazy thing, yo. These kids don't know nothing about a landline, yo. Remember, back in the day, we had to drag that long ass cord all around the house and shit. You know what I mean? This is before the cordless phones and the answer machines and all that. I'm
Remember that
answer
phone?
machines. Yeah,
Remember the
answer
phone like
machines.
this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yup. The house phone was crazy, man. That cord was long as hell. You
Yeah,
know what I
man.
mean? So,
I remember the first time somebody.
sometimes you got tangled in it.
I ain't gonna lie, right? I'm telling myself. I remember the first time somebody handed me a cell phone to make a call. I put
Uh
it to my ear and I waited for a dial tone.
huh.
No, no bullshit, though. Real shit.
Yo, these kids will never know. They will never know. You know what I mean? And it's just I don't know. It's just crazy how shit is now. With these kids and the way they growing up now. A lot of these kids they're growing up spoiled. We didn't grow up
Wow,
spoiled,
that's coming.
huh?
Hmm?
What happened to the phone?
Nah, nah, nah. I was reading what who said this? Shanna said, "Don't be trying to get on the internet and someone on the phone."
Yeah. Yup. That was always annoying.
Yeah, man. The good old days. Back
Yeah.
in the day when I'm with. No, I can't say that. We get flagged, right? My bad.
Nah, I think you good. Think you good. Yo, I'm gonna play something real quick. I want you guys to listen up.
I'm listening.
Okay, give me a second. God damn it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
He's like, be careful how much information you divulge on these
Ooh.
first dates, because a lot of y'all be giving us the blueprint to finesse y'all,
Well, hey, now hold on.
and y'all don't even know it. Right? You on the first date talk about, yeah, I'm deep into religion, and the man just taking notes. You want to, yeah, I'm deep into fitness. I like it. Oh, okay, you like fitness too. So you giving us the blueprint. We have no interest in that, but because you just laying it all out and what you interested in and the that you dealt with in the past relationships that you didn't like and all of that, we just taking notes, taking notes, taking notes. So again, we gotta sometimes, ladies, we gotta learn how to let that man show up all on his own so I can make an honest assessment of what his real intentions are. But if I'm giving him the cheat sheet to the test, I can't get mad when he passed it and break my heart at the end of it.
Yeah, I saw that the other day, and thought I can get your thoughts from that. What I thought? Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Shannon said messed up and told someone that an ex did what an ex did, and he did the same thing 10,000 times worse. Never again. But are guys really taking cheat codes? This is are they like really doing this?
What you mean by cheat codes?
Just I don't know. Just what the video just said. Finessing their way into, uh, I guess with the woman they're with, or I don't know.
I think a lot of people. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I think
Hmm.
people just need to stop staying in situations. Once again, I'm not here to be preachy, but I think people just need to stop staying in situations and bitching about them and complaining and trying to dissect something and try to figure something out if it ain't working for you. If it ain't working for you, it might be easier said than done because most people aren't like me, or some people aren't like me. But if it ain't what I like or what I'm used to, I'm leaving. Just that. Like I don't understand the whole purpose of oh, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna figure this person out, and but I don't like what they're doing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that deep in my opinion. It's not. You know what I mean? Like people get criticized. Like if I got cheated on, right, and I left the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, I got cheated on, and let's say I left the relationship, right? Certain people that I know, like excuse me, certain women that I know will look at me and be like, "Oh, so you just gonna throw it all away?" Excuse me. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then we can't have certain conversations with certain people because certain people are biased. I
Yeah.
mean, you got women, you got women. My bad, y'all. Anyway, you got women who back women no matter what. You got dudes who back dudes no matter what. It's right or wrong. Like,
Yeah.
dude, prime example, right? If my homie came up to me and he was like, yo, my girl acting up, I think she doing something. But if I know you doing something, I'm saying like, yo, you think like, I'll be like, yo, dog, like, you think she know what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a legit question though. You know what I mean? You think she know what you doing, and that's why she's doing it? I'm not giving her a pass at all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's I don't know, man. I ain't here to preach, but
Nah,
it's
I hear you.
no,
I hear you.
but a lot of things it just don't make sense. Y'all just be wanting answers, and y'all have them. Y'all just be looking for validation from somebody else who had nothing to do with your relationship. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Not your girlfriends, not your homies, not these fake
Mm-hmm.
ass therapists on Instagram. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a good
Oh
point.
man,
It's a good
these
point.
people, these people crazy, man. And I'm not saying nobody got to think just like agree. You know what I mean, but it's just how I see it. Like dog, like come on, bro.
Shan said, "Do stupid things, win stupid prizes." Yo, that saying is so fucking real, though. For real, like, yo, you that's perfect. That's perfect, Shan. Perfect, perfect, definitely perfect. Yo, share this podcast, please. Share the podcast so that's way we get some more people on. We're only gonna be on for about another, I don't know, 18 minutes. But share the podcast so we get some more people on. Um, I got another video I want to play for y'all real quick. I know y'all can't see the video, but y'all can at least hear it. But check this one out. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get right to it. If I can find it. Damn, can I find it? It's here somewhere. There it is. Boom. Because men have become lazy in dating, and women have allowed men to become lazy in dating. Have men become lazier in dating, or is that does the gratification come quicker, so we don't need to stay? No, I think women have become easier, and I think men have become lazier. Lazier. Let's talk about it. You gotta say lazy. Okay, so let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about the fact that it takes a certain amount of energy to get from point A to point B. Yes. Now, if I need to run a mile in 8.5 minutes, I might as well get my sprint on. But if I can run a mile and I got 45 minutes to do it, of course I can be lazier about it because there's no standard. The thing that women hold the most on to is their sexuality and the offering of their sex. Yes. When that becomes in abundance, then what do I need to stay for? Where's the other? There's no everybody else is not. Women have become easier. Men have become lazier. But what happened first? I don't know what came first. The chicken or the egg? Right. We don't.
Yo,
Yeah.
was that a man? Was that one man and one woman?
Yeah. I mean, the panel had about, I think I want to say like three women on it. It's tonight's conversation. That's the
Oh, okay.
video. Um, it was a panel about six people up there. It's even split, three women, uh, three dudes. But what you guys think, man? What you guys think? Hey, Arlene, what's up, Cuzzo?
She said, "Wow, ha ha."
Yep. Lou said he got a lot to say about this topic. So hey, let's have at it. Shannon said they get comfortable if you let them, then it becomes enabling. She also says boundaries have to be set and enforced. If it's not, it can happen. And she's definitely right about that. Um, but how do we fix that though? I mean, as men, how do we fix that? That's my question. To the ladies, to the women, which is why I'm glad. We got Arlene and Shanna on. Because looking at the comments from this video, I'm gonna read what this person says. She said, "Who cares which came first? How do we fix it? The effort inside of the pursuit of a man is as old as time, and somehow because women have started sleeping around for less than a dinner, men think that." Yeah, she says men think that. Um, it's the new standard. Both genders need to do better. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Both genders need to do better. And it's not as one sided as it was before in the past. You know what I mean? All men are dogs, right? Remember that saying? Well, shit.
Exactly.
Women, like they in a way they're kind of changing the tide of that now. You know what I mean? So and now more nowadays you got some you got more men that's showing their vulnerable side. They're showing they're opening up a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because now I feel like as men we are not afraid to speak and talk and show how we feel versus back in the day, it was a different story. Men just I'm a man. You know what I mean? I'm a be a man. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna stand on this. I'm gonna stand on that. Now we got men still standing on what they stand on, but still at the same time, we're trying to show that we can be affectionate. We can have feelings. You know what I mean? So,
So
but like I said, I agree with that person. I think both genders need to do better.
he said he said women has no men has become lazier and women has become easier.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, I think it fits
Okay, I'm
because
listening.
if a woman is easier, you know what I mean, what effort does a man really have to do? You know what I mean, if it's been working already. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta go above and beyond. It works. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Just my opinion.
I
Shannon
hear
says,
you.
do what you're supposed to do without asking. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's my opinion. I just think like I don't know, man. It's just give me what I give you. Shannon says, give me what I give you. Coach Lou says, but women have become lazy too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just said, in a way, women, not all women, but women have, kind of changed the title a little bit from, back in the days where it was just all men are, messed up and this and that and blah blah blah. But you got women that do their dirt too. But on a low though, yo, women have always been doing their dirt, but they're just real good at covering that shit up.
yeah,
Now, it's my opinion, but women are geniuses at scheming and plotting. That's just how I feel. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? But I think it's definitely a difference now than it was back in the day. Arlene said conversations aren't being held in the beginning. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact, and I can definitely agree with that. Um,
I
Shannon
agree.
says, "Give me what I give you." Shit, that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. Give me what I give you. Shit, man. Like a lot of people can't give what you give the other person. You know what I mean? Like I can give my all, but shit, am I gonna get the same in return from the person that I'm dealing with? I mean, it's iffy. It's very iffy,
True.
especially now. It's very iffy.
True.
Lou said, this generation of women think it's all about the kitty and the money. Well, yeah, the ones that are ratchet, hip hop wives. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the ones that's not. I mean, in my opinion, because you even got the bougie ones that what I mean come off a certain type of way, and they expect money to get something. And I seen this lady on this podcast. She was like, "You're not getting none if you're not spending no money." Okay, so tell me, you giving
Oh
it up?
my god.
Yeah, come on, bro. What is that? Is it a transaction? As soon as I pay for it, I'm gonna get it, right?
Oh my god,
But
man.
do I have to
Like,
buy you anything? So I just give you money for it.
all right,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
check this comment out. This woman says it shouldn't be a game. We have grown adults lacking accountability and the desire to just be genuine human beings. Yes. Yes. What she said. I'm gonna read that again. It shouldn't be a game. We have grown adults lacking accountability and the desire to just be genuine human beings. Oh my God, man. That's perfectly said. 'Cause that's what it is, yo. Everything's a game to motherfuckers out nowadays, man. Like, why are we playing these fucking games, yo? You know what I mean? You want the fuck you want the house, you want the dream, you want the picket fence, all that, the house on the hill, all that shit, right? But what are you gonna do to get that, man? And Lou said something about what? It ain't about the kitty and the money. No, it's not, yo. It's about how we build as a couple. I mean, if we can't build, if we can't structure, make one foundation and build brick by brick, what are we doing together, man? Because at the end of the day, man, I think this is a game to you. You know what I mean? And then when things hit the fan and things get a little crazy, now we on panic mode, and now it's like, oh, I can't fuck with you because you don't have it like the way you had it. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, so you was never with me because it was a genuine feeling. You was with me because of the bread I had. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
your feelings for me is phony. Like that shit's so whack, yo. That's whack. It's whack. And there's genuine dudes and women going through this right now. Going through this right now. And that's just sad, yo. It's sad.
That's
It's
why niggas
sad.
is single.
It's sad.
That's why a lot of niggas is single. I'm gonna say people. That's why a lot of people are single.
Well, I mean, it's a fact though. It's definitely a fact. Oh, we got some more comments. We got some more comments. Okay, Lou said I agree with Orlean. Relationships aren't 50-50. Shannon said that's a hoe. Oh man. Antonio says even the ones that are not ratchet still think. I definitely agree with that. Even the ones that are not ratchet still think it's the same. Like, oh, that's crazy.
I
That's
just said
crazy.
that.
That's crazy. Who said that?
Me.
Okay, I give credit to you, sir. My bad. No, don't
That's fucked up.
no no. I said sorry. My bad. Shannon says it's too hard to be genuine for some people. And I definitely can attest to that. It is hard to be genuine for some people. You know what I mean? Like people take your kindness for a weakness, man. And it's like once that happens and you snap. Yeah, Antonio said Ron said it laughing out loud.
Thank you, Aunt. Jesus.
But nah, once you feel like you've been uh you know taken advantage of, it's really hard for you to be genuine, to that person anymore. So I definitely get that. Um Antonio says some people are just never satisfied though. No, they're not. that's the crazy thing, man. Like you think as you know, whomever you are, the female or the man in your relationship, you think you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but it turns out to be like it's not enough. It's like, what the fuck you mean it's not enough? You know what I mean? Like you're only doing what you're capable of doing. You know, not everybody is making crazy money in their relationship, yo. But you're doing the best that you can with what you got. And if you can't be appreciative of that, then why the fuck are you dealing with me then?
Exactly.
I'm not trying to preach, but I'm just saying, like, yo, why are you dealing with me if I'm not handling so-called business? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got these so-called standards. You know what I mean? Like, women have crazy standards. Not all women, but you know, most women that I be hearing on videos on Instagram and stuff like that, YouTube's, they got these ridiculous standards about what a man should be for them. It's like, what? Man, yo, I don't know, man. This shit it be sounding crazy to me. Um, okay, so Lou said, Ron said it loud and clear, laughing out loud. Okay, all right, I said sorry, damn it. Orlean said, not a hoe, but a mindset. My guy makes way more than me, but we had that convo. Some folks' mindset has
Oh,
been programmed to a false life. Okay, but it's good that you had the conversation though. You know, and I think Arlene already said that conversations are not had in the beginning first. You know what I mean? Like if you have a conversation, a meaningful conversation in the beginning, man, like a lot, there's a lot you can learn from that. Damn. Or and the main thing you really will learn from that is like, damn, you know, maybe this ain't for me, or maybe this is perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you be able to kind of have that split decision right there with the conversation. Just saying. Antonio said, "Nah, preach." Oh man, yeah, for the people in the back, right? Um, Lou said, false lives just seem to be. Oh, he said, false lives seem to be the trend, portraying a life that they aren't living. Well, shit, that's every day, man. Every day, man. There's people out here portray. Man, look at social media alone. That's I call social media the land of make believe. A bunch of motherfuckers lying about what the fuck they know, and they ain't doing shit.
everybody
What are
got
they
to
doing?
know.
What are they doing?
Everybody got to know.
Like, come on, like, know what though? Like, what are you really doing on social media for real?
Everybody got to know. When they take trips, everybody got to know. When they go to a fancy restaurant, everybody got to know. When they get a new
Living
car,
my
everybody got
best
to know.
life. Living my best life. You come back from that trip, you broke as hell, ain't you? you hungry,
Yeah,
ain't you? Like, come on now. Like, who the fuck you fooling? But you know, it is what it is. I tell my kids all the time. You know, social media is a land of make believe. You know, what I mean, you can't believe everything you see or hear on Instagram, Facebook. Can't
I just assume
can't.
people just assume people got money because of the stuff they wear. Like you see, oh, she got a Birkin bag and she got on Marc Jacobs and her hair is done. She got on the fake eyelashes and makeup and she's stepping out. And she happened to take a picture in front of a Bugatti or something like that. Everybody just okay.
Yeah,
She got money. Says who?
right. Says who?
Says
Says
who?
who? That's the thing,
Man,
man.
everybody.
Like,
Like I said before, y'all be looking for validation from certain people, and I be sitting here like, why? Why do his or her opinion matter?
it doesn't.
Y'all bunch of bozos.
Doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. At the end of the day, man, the only opinion that matters is what your opinion. Matter of fact, I don't even want to say your opinion. I think anything that a person sets forward to do is their fact, right? So, and what I mean by that is that you set out to set a career in something. That's not something that you gotta put on Instagram so everybody be like, oh, okay. Because it's like you're looking for attention, you're looking for applause, you're looking for a recommendation about what you're doing. You don't need none of that. And you know what? I'm kind of guilty about that because I put my shit on about school on last week. But you know what? I'm proud of myself. So my approach is different. It ain't the same. It's not the same. I put things out there because I try to motivate. I know a lot of people that do that. My cousin Arlene does that. She tries to not tries to, but she puts things out to motivate. because whatever is self motivating for yourself, you want to try to motivate others because you want people to win in life. It's a difference, man. It's a difference, on how you post it comparing to how other people post the stuff that they post because they're living their best life, right? I'm so sick of hearing that shit now. I'm living my best life. Like, come on, man. Like, really?
I'm living
Good
my
for you.
best life.
I'm getting
I ain't
tired
going
of that
back
song
and forth
too.
with you niggas. I'm living my best life.
I'm just tired of it now, man. It's like, yo, and I'm not trying to kill anybody's joy. I'm not being a killjoy, but it's like, yo, like, come on, man. Like, especially when you know the person that's saying that shit is full of shit. That's what really
That be
gets me.
that be the worst. That be the worst. You be looking at it, you be sitting here like, bruh, you just asked me for $20 last week. Stop it. Stop it, dog.
For real, for real, for real. All right, so Orlean said, no one should build with anyone if they don't have nothing to offer. That is definitely a perfect thing to say. No one should build with anyone if they don't have nothing to offer. So it's like, why are you trying to freestyle your way into a relationship, knowing that you out of your league for this, bruh? Like, why? You know what I
Some
mean?
people, some people are idiots. Like they'll go broke. Like a dude, like a lot of dudes lead with money, and they'll go broke trying to impress a chick. I'll be sitting here like, for
Yeah,
what? Like, what do you like? Like, is this so to get some?
right. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
empty up my bank account. I was like, yo, you know, there's places you can go for that for cheap, right? You know what I'm saying, no, without all
Oh
the
man.
hoopla, no arguments, no attitude, no commitment, none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, to each his own. Yada yada yada.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Antonio said, portraying fake lifestyles on Facebook and IG. Yeah, and we just got finished talking about all of that. Like, people would just be lying, bro. They be lying. Lou said, it's the everybody got to know era, Ron. Oh, so basically, yeah, you talking about what you just talking about. Everybody got to know what you're doing. Ron ain't lying about that. Nah, definitely not lying about it. Um, Antonio said, "Thank you, Ron. Like, why not keep everything just for you and your memories? Everyone doesn't have to know what you're doing." Um, and Coach Lou says, "Got all that stuff, but really searching for rent because they spent all that money for a pic, and now how many likes can they get?" And Arlene says, "Oh, I'm posting my trips and still got a bag at home. I hear that shit." She said, "I'm proud of my accomplishments because some folks thought I wouldn't have shit. So yeah, I need to let them know I got it and I got it on my own." And that just kind of backs up what I was saying, like how people um post things, not to necessarily like really show off, but it's like, yo, I'm motivated with a lot of things that I'm doing. Maybe I can get somebody else feeling the same way I'm feeling. Maybe somebody was on a bad streak. Maybe I can get them motivated enough to kind of, get back on the right track. So I definitely agree with that. Keep posting and keep doing what you're doing and proving people wrong. Because when people put you in a spot where it's like you're never gonna have nothing, you're always gonna be broke, you're always gonna be lonely, you're always gonna be you're never gonna have a relationship, you're never gonna have no money. Man, nah, you get to prove motherfuckers wrong when you start doing good. You know what I mean? So definitely agree with that. Antonio says some people post for likes and some posts to motivate others. Yeah, Gerald is right. Um, Thank you, Antonio. Appreciate that. Um,
I said that.
Shut up, Ron. Shut up, Ron. No, you didn't. Orly said, "We don't have the same circle. I don't have no front. I'm not going to hate on anyone who's enjoying life." And I can agree with that too. She also says, haha, searching for rents. Folks still doing that. Coming off of what Lou said. But yo, that's yeah, people are still doing that. Definitely are. Definitely are. Um, it's only said I had to leave Hackensack to get it, but I got it. Shit, I'm right behind you. Tired of Hackensack my damn self. Eh, you know what's crazy? I never would have thought that I would be sick of my hometown. You know, and I'm not gonna go into crazy detail about why I feel that way. Um, but I'm there. I'm at that point now, and it's like when you feel like you've done all you can, especially in the positions I've been in, with coaching and stuff like that, and then you feel like you feel how the home team treats you. The home team treat When the home team treats you like shit, it's time to go. It's time to like really just get the hell out of there. And that's basically what I did on the coaching front of it. But I have no regrets about it. I feel so good about where I'm at now, and the people I'm around, and the new family that I found. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's great. I had some opportunities to uh y- uh go into the school for a job or whatever, but they didn't want me. And come to find out that, well, I don't know if it's a fact, but it's my opinion. I feel like I wasn't accepted because I didn't have my bachelor's. But the position that I applied for, I didn't need my bachelor's. They picked someone that had the bachelor's. You get what I mean? So it's like, damn. And I fit the description perfectly for the position. So that was basically the final straw for me. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm good where I'm at now, and I have no regrets. Have no regrets, and I just want to keep on pushing forward. Um, and I just want to I want to be an inspiration for others. You know what I mean? I want to see what my I want my kids to see what I'm doing, so this way they can understand, like, what, damn, my dad went through a lot, but you know what, he kept pushing forward, and no matter what anyone said about him, he kept his head up, and he kept it going, he kept it moving. My kids, they always gonna see me, keep it pushing. I'm always gonna be my kids' biggest supporter, and they know that. So, no matter what I go through, I'm taking all the blows for them, because I'm trying to make it an easier road for them as they get, through school, and going to college, and become a man and all that. So it's just a lot to that I've been dealing with. But I take it in stride, man. I mean, I'm not mad about nothing. I don't hold no grudges. You know what I mean? I just move on. It's life.
All right. I gotta let everybody know. Any last words before we close out?
God damn, yo.
You know my situation. Any last words before we close out?
Any last words before we close out? Damn, you couldn't wait for me to stop talking to say that,
Oh, you stop.
huh?
I didn't interrupt.
25 years in the Carolinas, and I'm doing good. That's what's up, Arlene. Lou's laughing because Ron's being a dickhead right now. It's all good. Still my guy.
Whatever.
Piece of chicken grease. All right. I love me. I love me the Carolinas. I miss it. Yeah, I forgot Lou was down there. Lou was down there for a little bit. And Antonio says sometimes leaving will do wonders for you and your family. Definitely agree. Definitely agree. But it was dope kicking it with y'all. Now we're gonna close it out. Um, on the other live that we did, I don't know if we said it on this live, but on this live, I'm gonna mention it again. We're gonna be having podcasts during the week. Um, First one will be on Monday. Second one will be on Tuesday. The third one will be on Friday. Friday nights, actually. Monday and Tuesday, Monday and Wednesday, will be for a half hour from 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. The Friday nights ones will be uh 11 a.m. 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. So we do a little late night, podcast, and then we're gonna have the podcast on the weekend. We'll let you know if we're gonna be on Saturday or Sunday. So, any last words, Ron?
Thank y'all for joining us. See
That's
y'all
it.
next week and during the week. Appreciate all the support. Thank y'all for coming. Appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the support. Also, I want to shout out Canada and I want to shout out Europe again. Um, the percentage for the watch times have been increasing by the week of for our channel. So we definitely appreciate all the love that we're getting over there. Um, so but till tomorrow, we'll be back on 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. So for a half hour. So hope you guys can tune in then on a lunch break or whatever the case may be, or just catch the recording when it comes up later on that day. All right. This is the R&G podcast. I'm Gerald.
My
You
name
got
is
a
Ron.
booger in your nose.
Good.
Ew.
Why you looking at
I-
my nose?
why you got your face on the screen like that?
Why you in my nose though?
Yo, your nose is big as hell, yo.
I know I'm a nigga. We supposed to have big nose. White boy.
White boy. I don't even feel insulted about that. White
I know
beard,
you know.
white boy. Nice.
It got nothing to do with your beard. Just so you know.
Yo, that is racist, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I was a light skinned square, now I'm a white boy square. So it is what it is. All right,
You
y'all.
be
We out. Love y'all. Peace.
peace. White boy.